Guys, welcome to Pete's Basement. We are going to be talking about the Flash Arrow crossover this week. Holy shit.
Yes.
Fucking awesome. So awesome. Let's start with Flash, first of all. I thought this was actually the mid-season finale, but we have another episode coming where we're going to get to see the Reverse Flash. This was just Flash teaming up with Arrow. And, of course, they have to have a fight because there's this dude, Vivolo or something. He's this, like, mort of a character that can control people's emotions.
Yeah.
And he turns Flash angry and makes him attack Oliver.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And they both kind of get their ass kicked.
You know, okay, it's not a spoiler to say that at the end of this, they say it's a tie.
Right.
I disagree with that.
Okay, I'm here. I'm all ears. Go for it.
Oliver, Green Arrow, or the Arrow, knew he was under some mind control fucking whatever. So he took it to him, but he was always aware of that.
Right. So he didn't want to really hurt his friend?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I think the first round, it was more towards Ollie.
I think they're making Arrow a little too much like a certain other dark vigilante that runs around a certain city that doesn't get to be named on the CW11. And I want to bring that up because I shared this thing on Facebook.
I disagree with you.
You didn't fucking hear it?
I heard it, and no, when you see it in the context of it, he said that man.
He did not say that man. That motherfucker said
He
Batman.
said that man, referring to Green Arrow.
Man.
No.
Batman.
No.
I rewound that motherfucker 4 times to make sure that I didn't have a hearing problem. And every time I heard Dr. Wells say Batman. He said Batman, fucking dark this and dark that, and beats the shit out of his villains.
No, I mean, he referred to Green Arrow, that man, as so much of Batman, even though Batman doesn't torture.
That man, Batman. If anything, that was their way of saying it without getting away with saying it. I'm just saying.
Okay, we're going.
And a lot of fucking people heard the same shit because when I realized that some people chimed in on the Instagram post and said, yo, Pete, he said that man. And I'm like, fuck, man, yo, I rewound that shit like 4 times and heard it and I listened to it and I was like, maybe it was selective hearing. All right, fine. But man, other people were like, yo, man, I heard Batman too. Like, for real. The internet had to clear it up and say it was that man. Because you're not allowed to mention Batman or Gotham or Metropolis or Superman on these shows. Now, here's my other question.
Watch out.
They are making a Teen Titans show that's going to be on like TNT or TBS or whatever, one of them network cable shows. How the fuck are you going to have Nightwing without Batman? That's ridiculous. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. Let's go back to Flash and Arrow, all right? Bird. For you. So besides being that man, the other half of the equation is like you kind of had a mort of a villain that they used as an excuse to get them to fight at least for a few moments.
That's my one problem with the Flash. One problem? Really? Okay, that's my main problem with the Flash.
All right, do tell.
Too many metas. Too many villains.
How do you figure?
It's
the Flash is all about metas and rogues.
They're running out. I mean,
they're not running out. They are far from running out.
Yeah, but then how are you going to do the whole sludge one and all these other crazier ones? I'm still waiting what they're going to do with Grodd.
Right. Because Grodd's going to be maybe a season finale type of thing or close to it. We still have Heat Wave. We've still got the Trickster. I mean, we saw the Weather Wizard, but he'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or his brother will be back. So we need Mirror Master.
An episode or 2 of him just being a fucking forensics guy.
You know what? I agree with you. I liked the first episode where he was analyzing the tire tracks on the Mustang.
Yes.
And he's like, yo, that came from a GT 500 because it has the higher, the width of the wheel itself was 10 inches versus the regular 9-inch car on the regular Mustang. Like, that was some shit. That's the forensics I want to see. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I really do. But some way they have to find a way to incorporate the Flash and that as well. So yeah, I get it. Don't do the Freak of the Week thing. But I like still introducing more and more villains for him because he does have superpowers. So it's hard for him to tackle regular criminals. And in this case, like even our esteemed director Roger was like, how does a guy with arrows beat the Flash?
He shouldn't. Unless he's prepared, like
He was
Batman
very prepared.
would be. Which, by the
He
way,
had the Flash run at him and catch the arrows that he fired at him, and he's like, really? Like, dude, you can't beat me. And then he fucking shoots 2 arrows in his back, and he's like, you ran in unprepared. You have no idea what else was around you.
Mm-hmm.
You're relying too much on your speed. I shot you with arrows in your back that you should have fucking done a perimeter sweep and seen.
I saw it this morning and I text you.
It's fucking awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
If you paid attention, did you see the whole part where in Flash they mentioned Wayne Tech?
Yes.
So they can dabble in that area.
That was like the first episode or so.
No, that was a couple episodes ago.
Was it like Wayne Tech buys Queen Consolidated?
Yeah, when you're looking at the future
Yeah,
press.
Yeah,
So
I do remember that. This was just an awesome episode. It was action-packed. It had the two heroes doing what they do when heroes fucking fight. It was they're gonna fight for a little while and then they're gonna make friends. How hot was Felicity with her bra on? Oh my God.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Emily Bet Rickards is just ridiculous. Wow.
Yes.
I like totally got distracted. I was talking about heroes and all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, holy shit, that.
Was he Iris in bed when she got on top of this guy and straddled him?
Yeah, I did. She's hot.
Oof.
I know.
Get it.
I've been reading a couple of theories online about the Reverse Flash and Dr. Wells not being him because it's too obvious.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like they're talking about Dr. Wells possibly being Metron or another one of the new gods or something like that.
They need to stay away from the new gods.
I really hope they do. I don't want to see any new gods involved in the Flash.
Yes, I agree.
Crisis or no crisis, no.
Yeah, totally agree. They gave this guy, Iris's boyfriend, a reason to hate the Flash.
Yes.
For some reason, he already hates him before.
Yeah,
but then after he got all angry and embarrassed him and...
Now you have a reason to possibly want to beat him at his own game because Eobard Thawne is the Reverse Flash. So,
and also, it's obvious that Iris has a thing for the Flash, and he sees that. So if the future...
It's like, honey, I love you, but I just want to blow the Flash.
I want to super fuck me, real fast. Yeah, couple of seconds. 10 orgasms.
Whatever. Shoot a fucking load through the back of my skull because it comes out at super speed. Comes out.
Oh, God. So the second episode...
Arrow and Flash. Now you got fucking the dude from Spartacus as Captain Boomerang. Awesome.
It was.
One problem. One teensy little problem. Homeboy didn't have an Australian accent. This is a big problem for me.
Really?
Yeah. He's supposed to have an Australian accent. He's from Australia.
Black Henry's not supposed to have a sister.
This is true.
Black Henry's really a blonde.
That's true. Doesn't matter. He should have an Australian accent, mostly because I just like hearing Australians talk. Just saying. You know what I really like? And our director Roger will like this too. The fact that Digger Harkness's fucking boomerangs were digitally printed.
Yes.
With grooves in them to put in C4 charges. So that's why he has exploding boomerangs. That shit was explained like perfectly.
They do that well.
Very well.
And I like to see them cross back and forth again on that. Especially improving like Arsenal and Green Arrow's tech. Especially Arsenal. He's supposed to have an arsenal.
Right.
So
they're getting up there because he's got the bow, he's got the fighting sticks. He'll have some shit soon. I guarantee it. Now they gave Ollie a new suit and everything, which I guess hopefully we'll get to see next week when he takes on Ra's al Ghul.
Really?
Mid-season finale, yeah, he's gonna fight Ra's al Ghul in a sword fight a la Batman.
Oh, he's gonna get his ass whooped, huh?
Oh, I hope so.
Unless he was doing those 5
There
years.
is no fucking way anyone should beat Ra's al Ghul except Batman. And maybe me. Firestorm. The last fucking scene when they, he's like kind of twitching under the alley and they're like, yo, man, you cool? You cool? What up, yo? They're gonna fucking rob him and he just like, obviously he's cool. His head goes on fire, his hands are on fire. That's awesome.
It is, again, it's my whole thing about too much.
No. We've been waiting for Firestorm since like episode 1. I want to know who he's mentally joined with. Who is it? Because the essence of Firestorm was 2 people that joined together mentally, because that's the essence of the character, is he, creates things. He's an alchemist, basically. He creates fucking something out of nothing, essentially.
Yeah.
Such a great show. I'm having so much fun with The Flash. Arrow's very good. I found it to be a little less stellar this season.
Arrow?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a little slower.
Is it
just me?
He's more of a dick this year.
He's a big dick.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay.
He's a dick. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's a big dick and an asshole all in one.
Hey.
That's why he's so pleased with himself. Guys, let us know what you think. Flash and Arrow, the crossovers, and what's to come with the mid-season finale. We will have a review for you next week. In the meantime, hit us up, questions@Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete's Basement, and make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter @Pete's Basement. Yeah. So we'll see you next week for the mid-season finales of Flash, where we will find the Reverse Flash being introduced, and Arrow, where our buddy Ollie will fight Ra's al Ghul. It's going to be pretty crazy.
Yep. So in other words, you want any of our fans that have 3D printers to hook us up?
Make us some boomerangs and shit. Yeah. 3D print me a fucking zombie killing sword. How hard could it be?
Because you need more?
You can never have too many swords, sir.